Well, good morning. So it seems like a pretty obvious equation, doesn't it? Safety equals pleasure. But there's a part of our culture that distrusts if things are too good. We have sayings like, it's too good to be true, or I'm waiting for the next shoe to drop, or knock on wood, things like that. And I'm saying no. The more nice things you can do for your partner, the safer it becomes. And we know how important safety is. So when I am working with couples, when the time feels right, I'll ask them to do two crucial exercises. And I tell them that for me, this is the most important part of the program. And here's why. Because typically when people come into the office, things are not going very well. so we have to deal with that. But where I want them to live the rest of their life is when it's safe. And so that's when I introduce the equation, safety equals pleasure. The more nice things you do for your partner, the safer it becomes. So Valentine's Day is just around the corner, and it's a day that has become a significant cultural, religious, and commercial celebration of romance and love in many regions of the world, according to Wikipedia. But why not make Valentine's Day every day of the year for your partner? So two exercises I like to do with couples. One is in the office, I have them all positive, flood their partner with the physical, the psychological, the behaviors, and end with positive global statements. I think you're terrific, I love you, whatever, all right? And the point of it is to say nice things to your partner. Because the more good things I hear from my partner, the safer it becomes. My old brain can relax. This is not the enemy over there, it's my ally. We're on the same team, all right? So I encourage couples to, at least 3 appreciations a day. Hey, you look great. Thanks for what you do with the kids. I really appreciate what you got. Just say that stuff out loud, all right? Because the more positive things you say, the safer it becomes. Then the other exercise I ask them to do at home is to make a list or start doing nice things. So the positive flooding is saying nice things. This exercise is doing nice things. And I have them make 3 lists. Because again, when couples come in the office, they often don't feel very close. They don't feel connected. And if they've been married for 10 years, I don't want to wait 10 years to get those feelings back. So is there a way to jumpstart that? And this exercise helps. So I ask them to make 3 lists. The first list is write down the things that your partner does right now that make you feel loved and cared for. Get me a coffee, text me, call me, whatever. Now go back to the romantic love list. And if that couple was 10 years married, go back 10 years and sometimes write down what your partner used to do for you, but maybe they're not doing now. And then the third list, and there might be some, there might not, but we call them secret desires. These are things you've always wanted but never asked for. If you've asked for them and don't get it, different list. It's a frustration. So anyway, so you make your list. You exchange lists. Now you can cross out anything you want on those lists. You're doing some things, you have done them. You might not want to do them. Anyway, hopefully you'll be left with a list of 5, 10, or more things. Any one of which you do will make your partner feel good. They gave you the list. You really can't go wrong. Now here's the caveat, and here's where I get some pushback. I say, I need you to do 1 or 2 a day, whether you feel like it or not. And people, they don't like that. And I counter with, hey, do you always feel like going to work? And often people say, no. Do you go? Usually they say yes, because they have a mortgage, or they'll get fired or whatever. But if they don't feel like being nice to their partner, they often don't do it. And I need to get people to act differently towards each other. All right, it's not enough just to think about stuff. You have to act differently, and that brings us into that space between and all that other stuff. But anyway, like I said, Valentine's Day is coming up, but it's just one day of the year. And for me, realize the more nice things you do and say to your partner, the safer it becomes. And I don't mean physical safety, that has to be a given, but I mean psychological and emotional safety, so that your partner and you can become your true best selves and encourage each other to be that, and support each other, be your partner's ally. So saying nice things and doing nice things to each other on a daily basis is a great start to that safety equals pleasure equation. So, the more nice things you do for your partner, the safer it becomes. Okay. Anyway, have a great day. And we'll see you next week. I think next week is Valentine's Day or shortly thereafter. Cheers.